Happy birthday, KK! A name that now rings with joy, laughter, and love in the hearts of Nelly, Ashanti, and all those closest to them. On July 19th, a radiant summer day on Long Island, New York, the couple came together to celebrate the incredible milestone of their baby boy's first birthday, a moment that overflowed with emotion, excitement, and a touch of cinematic magic. Born on July 18th the previous year, their son, named Karim Kincaid Hess, affectionately called KK, was the shining star of the day. The celebration was more than just a birthday party. It was a heartfelt tribute to a year filled with first giggles, first steps, first words, and a bond so pure and sacred that even the cameras and flashing lights of celebrity life were not permitted to intrude as guests arrived at the beautifully decorated venue on Long Island. There was no doubt in anyone's mind that this party was designed with love, imagination, and a whimsical flair that perfectly matched the joy of a one-year-old. From the very first step through the entrance, it felt like you were being transported into a world that was part dreamscape, part storybook, and all heart. Themed around Kunda and Friends, a beloved African-inspired children's series filled with positivity and creativity, the party exuded warmth and originality. Children's eyes widened with wonder as they ran toward the vibrant dual slides and jumped into the colorful playpen. The venue had been transformed into a joyful oasis of fun, creativity, and innocence, a place where laughter echoed through the air like music. Every detail reflected the care and intention behind the event. There was a racetrack with miniature cars and trucks, each proudly showcasing the KK Turns 1 logo, a simple but powerful touch that made everything feel intimate, personal, and specially made for him. The bounce house, the lively stage with animated figures of Kunda and the friendly lion waving gleefully to everyone, and even the soft, vibrant carpeting underfoot, all of it came together to form a world built from love and imagination. It wasn't just a party. It was a memory that would live forever in the hearts of those who attended, and the surprises didn't stop there. In an unexpected and touching gesture that underscored how much KK's arrival had touched hearts across continents, Louisa Kwana Olafuwi, the co-creator of Kunda and Friends, flew in all the way from Uganda to personally celebrate the young boy's birthday. She arrived bearing a gift not found in any store or wrapped in paper. Louisa presented a custom animated episode of Kunda and Friends that included animated depictions of Ashanti, Nelly, and baby KK himself. It was a moment that brought many to tears, not because of grandiosity, but because of how deeply personal, thoughtful, and soul-stirring it was. Here was this child, not even yet walking fully on his own, being honored and immortalized in art and story. The room was filled with family and friends, not just acquaintances or the regular celebrity circle, but people who genuinely knew the couple and were there to celebrate a year of life, love, and parenting triumphs. Among the attendees were industry icons like Simone Smith and Todd LL Cool J Smith, singer Lloyd, and many others who weren't just there for the pictures, but for the joy of being part of KK's journey. Everyone wore custom-made shirts that included sweet, often funny titles explaining their unique relationship with KK, from KK's play auntie to KK's favorite uncle, and even cousin in training. It was like a living scrapbook of love, printed in fabric and worn proudly on their sleeves. But perhaps one of the most show-stopping moments of the day came when little KK made his grand entrance. The door swung open and in came K in his very own white miniature Lamborghini. The car glided smoothly across the polished floor as music played and guests erupted in cheers. KK, wearing a tiny crown perched on his curly hair and a pair of baby-sized sunglasses, waved at everyone like royalty, giggling, clapping, and reveling in the moment. It was a sight that brought out laughter, joy, and yes, even a few emotional tears from his parents, who couldn't stop smiling as they followed behind, looking at their son with a mix of disbelief and overwhelming love. For Nelly and Ashanti, the day was more than just a party. It was a testament to the transformative power of parenthood. They stood side by side, radiating pride and humility, greeting guests, and soaking in every precious second. In a statement shared exclusively with people, they expressed their awe and gratitude. "We cannot believe KK is one," they said both, beaming. "This year has flown by and we have enjoyed every minute of seeing his milestones, funny moments, and growth. He brings us and our family so much joy, and that joy has been well earned." Ashanti, 44, has always been known for her artistry and privacy. But nothing could have prepared her for the deep maternal instincts that kicked in the moment KK arrived. During a recent panel at the American Black Film Festival, she gave fans a rare glimpse into the intensely emotional journey she's been on since becoming a mother. As she spoke, her voice trembled with sincerity and her eyes occasionally welled up with emotion. "I just feel like I'm kind of like a mama bear already, you know?" Very protective, she said when asked why she hadn't shared pictures of KK on social media. "And I just feel like I didn't want to show my son to the world." Her voice trailed off momentarily as if the emotion of those words needed a second to land out in a world where celebrity culture often rewards oversharing, where the currency of fame is sometimes measured in how much of your life you allow the world to consume. Ashanti chose silence. She chose sacredness. She chose to protect that fragile and beautiful space between her and her son. "I haven't even posted him on Instagram or anything like that," she continued. "I just feel like those moments are very sacred to me and will make the decision on when he's ready to pop out and show." That decision, like many others she and Nelly have made since KK's birth, reflects a thoughtful and profound commitment to raising their son with intention, love, and care. And perhaps that's what made the birthday celebration so deeply meaningful. It wasn't about spectacle. It was about soul. Sure, there were luxury elements, the Lamborghini, the high-end desserts from Tony's Minis and Hanley Cakes. And why? The organic juices and gourmet bites catered by Evelyn's Kitchen and cuts and slices. But all of those touches were simply supporting characters in a larger story. The real stars of the day were love, family, and the unshakable bond between a child and his parents. Throughout the day, there were quiet moments too, the kind that don't make it to Instagram but are etched into the hearts of parents forever. Like when KK got tired halfway through the party and fell asleep on his mom's shoulder, his tiny hand gripping the collar of her dress. Or when Nelly knelt beside him to help him unwrap a toy car, gently explaining what it did while KK looked on in fascination. Or the way both parents seemed to steal glances at each other across the room, smiles that said, "We did this. We made this beautiful boy, and look at us now." Those are the moments that make a birthday unforgettable. Not just the decorations or the cake, but the way love lingers in the air, the way memories take root in the soul, and the way a 1-year-old barely walking, barely talking can already command a room not through noise, but through pure, innocent joy. The guests lingered long after the cake had been cut and the final presents opened. Nobody wanted to leave because nobody wanted the magic to end. As the sun began to set and golden light filtered through the venue windows, the day slowly wound down, giving way to a peaceful evening. KK, now dressed in cozy pajamas, clung to his mama one last time before being whisked away for a well-deserved nap. Nelly and Ashanti remained behind, quietly saying their goodbyes, hugging friends and family, still glowing. Their smiles weren't just about a successful party or a beautiful milestone. They were about something deeper. They were about purpose, about life taking on a whole new meaning, about seeing the world through the eyes of their child, and about knowing that no matter how much fame or fortune they might have, it is moments like these that define them. 1 year down, a lifetime to go. Happy birthday, KK. May your life always be as rich in love, laughter, and magic as the day you turned 1.